today we're going through some of the best Pilates exercises for runners to help you maximize your run game. As a runner, you might be wondering how Pilates can help you with your running. As an exercise system within itself, Pilates has loads of benefits. You get stretch, you get strength, you get stamina, and you get stability. All things that are great for your running game. I think one of the most important things for a runner is to have really great stability. It's essential for good running technique and to help you avoid injury. In terms of running, because it is such a repetitive movement, sometimes even the slightest instability in the body or imbalance will lead later on to larger problems or injuries in the runner's body. And in that same vein, because running is such a repetitive movement, even small adjustments and improvements in your posture and your core strength and stability will lead to huge gains in the future in your running game. So with running, especially for long distance, small improvements equals
huge impacts.
So I'm super excited to get started with you today and teach you how Pilates can really improve your run game. With all that said, let's get moving. Let's move on to the mat. Okay, let's find ourselves on the mat here. I'm gonna have you lie down on your back to begin. And first thing, as a runner, we really wanna focus on today is core strength. So right away, we're gonna connect into our core with 100. So let's pull the knees into the chest. And then go ahead and curl your head, neck, and shoulders up, just looking right into your abdominals. And now in this ab curl, I want you to work on pulling your low abs in and up, really tightening the belly button into the spine. And just kind of hold this position for a couple of breaths. We'll breathe in and we'll breathe out. And on each exhale, I want you to think of deepening a little bit more here by lifting those abdominals in and up. Good, keep holding. Keep holding. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed as well and your chest is open so we're not like hunching or crunching. Good, keep holding, and then go ahead and lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. So we want to keep that feeling of the abs lifting in and up for these next few exercises. Let's go ahead and lift the head, neck, and shoulders again, eyes on abs. From here, we'll take the legs out to 45. The arms reach long for our 100 position. Now we'll begin to pump the arms up and down. Breathing in for 5 and breathing out for 5. And we'll do about 100 pumps here. And exhale. And now as a runner in this position, you might start to feel your hip flexors start to really grip. For me, I like to lower my legs to make that go away and squeeze my butt and my inner thighs. And that works for me. And if that doesn't work for you, try lifting your legs straight up to the ceiling. And then your third option would be to pull those knees into the chest. But if you can bear it, let the hip flexors grip as you pump and breathe the arms. Just keep your legs extended. It'll make you stronger, and we'll stretch them out later. It's totally fine. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's do one more breath here. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now go ahead and hold this position. Let's curl. Keep looking at the belly. Now go ahead and bend your knees in, giving those knees a hug back into the chest. And next, we'll rock and roll all the way up to sit. I'm going to start with some half roll downs to make our way into roll-ups. We'll go legs together, round through spine. Same feeling, abs pulling in and up. Go ahead and start to roll yourself back down to the middle back, or as low as you can go, your point of control. And now I want you to just curl from your breastbone, trying to get a little bit rounder as you make your way back up, using your abs, and then go ahead and round back again, lifting the abs in and up. I want you to go to a point, tucking your tailbone under, rounding the spine as much as you can. I want you to go to a point where you feel your belly start to shake, where it feels really hard to hang on, where you feel like, oh, you might flop down on the floor. Go to that point, stay there, and then take it over, rounding. You know, and this ab work here is a little bit more focused than, say, a crunch or a sit-up would be. Keep lifting. It really helps you to dial in to the deep abdominals. So we're not just working those superficial muscles in the front, not just working that six pack. Round a little bit deeper and up and over. Let's do a couple more round back. And think of just opening your back here in this round position. It feels good. Abs, pull in, hold it, go a little bit farther than you did before. Work that shake, belly in, and exhale. Bring it over. Let's go one more. This one's a little bit different, so listen carefully. We'll go down, curling as much as you can, rounding as much as you can. Try to get the small of your back to touch the mat. Eat, hold, and then the middle of your back to touch the mat, your lowest rib. Hold, keep your head and shoulders up, keep your belly pulling in. And then just the tips of your shoulder blades touch, your head still up, your abs are still pulling deeply in. Good, and then the head, neck, and shoulders rest all the way down. You can feel your whole spine unfurl along the floor. Now I want you to reach your legs long. Let's separate them today and flex your toes back just to give your back and your hip flexors a little bit of space. Legs not too wide, just hip width. And now we'll reach the arms all the way up and back. Breathe in. The belly pulls in. And we're going to continue this roll through the spine, articulating through all the way up. And when you get to the top, I want you to round forward for a little hamstring and back stretch. But this isn't passive. Your abs are pulling back in. Your waist is pulling back in opposition. Keep those toes flexed so we can get into those calves. You know, we use our calves a lot when we run. And then we'll keep flexing the toes back as you roll down. And if it feels clunky, you can soften your knees like I do to send it away. If you can do this with straight legs, that's the ideal. Arms reach back. Abs lift in. Use those abdominals to roll yourself up, reach forward, stretch. Pinky toes pull back as well. And then send it slowly down. So why is core strength important as a runner? Well, your core helps you pick up your legs because you first have to lift those legs to send them forward at the beginning of your gait when you are running so that you can run. If your core gets really tired, the rest of your form really kind of starts to go. So it's really important to train your core as a runner and send it back. But Pilates isn't just core, that's a myth. We're gonna work on a few things today. Let's do one more roll up. Working carefully, scooping in deeply as you stretch, and then send it all the way down. Feels good to get that hamstring stretch in. Ooh, and then lie flat. From here, center yourself on the mat as needed. I want you to pull your right knee into the chest, send the left leg long, and curl up, eyes on abs. We're still working on those abs. So now let's pull in for a nice deep stretch in that hip, and then switch your legs. Pull in, keeping curled right on the tips of your shoulder blades, and switch. Pull in. Low belly pulls in here, and switch. Pull in, and switch, moving slow with precision, making sure you're stretching your hip and reaching that bottom leg long, really working the details of the movement here, keeping it super stable in the top body. We do this when we run. The upper body doesn't move so much, the legs move a lot. And now both knees pull in here. I want you to keep your head up for endurance. Reach your arms backward, legs reach out. And now circle the arms around, bend your knees to hug your ankles. Big breath in as you stretch away. Circle around, abs pull in, knees pull in. 2 more times, inhale. Big circle and hug. 1 more, inhale. Exhale and hug. Go ahead and lower your head. Look from side to side if you're feeling tight in your neck. And from here, we'll do some oblique strengtheners, or the things that rotate, the muscles that rotate our torso. So now I'll take the hands behind the head here, elbows nice and wide, knees into chest. I want you to curl up, eyes on abs, keeping those elbows super wide here. Don't hug those ears. And then we'll take a twist over to one side, trying to get your elbow to touch your knee, and then send your opposite leg out long. And from here, I want you to look past your bottom elbow and just hold this. Ooh, keep holding it. And then try to lift your chest a little bit higher. If it burns, that's good. That means you're doing it right. Pull in and lift and lift. And then keep that height in the chest as you switch to the other side. And we're gonna hold it. Twist as deeply as you can, pulling your knee towards your elbow and your elbow towards your knee. And then curl up a little bit higher, trying to lift that shoulder blade off the mat. Widen your elbows to twist more. And then keep the height as you go over to the other side. And we'll hold this one again. 3, 2, 1. Switch. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Switch. 3, 2, 1. Switch. 3, 2, 1. Last time. 3, 2. Elbow to knee. Touch them. And last one here to this last side. 3, 2, 1. Knees pull in, rest. Rock and roll yourself up to sit. Let's stretch it out and work it out too. We don't just stretch in Pilates. When we stretch, we also work, which is awesome. You get the double benefit. Reach your arms out long, toes flex back, wide-legged stance. Now you're really tall through your spine. I want you to work your posture here, plugging your shoulders down the back and see if you can get a little bit taller by squeezing your glutes, and then work that scoop of the low belly. The abs pull in and up. Now we're gonna take it forward. Drop your head down, round through your spine. This is called spine stretch forward. And then reach as far as you can. Round through the back. Now try to round more by lifting the abs in and up. You might feel a nice burn in the abdominals if you're pulling in hard enough. Try to scoop those abs in if you're not feeling anything. And then go ahead and roll up, bone by bone, inch by inch. The shoulders relax down as you lift tall. Big breath in here. Lift taller. Exhale, chin to the chest, reach, rounding forward. Stretch for 3. Deepen the powerhouse, the abdominals in 2. Make sure those pinky toes are pulling back to get a nice stretch in your calves and your ankles. 1. Roll it up, bone by bone, inch by inch. You're tall. 1 more. Big breath in, lift up, and exhale, rounding forward, reaching. Pull the low belly in. 3. Pull it in. 2. Reach even further. 1. And then stack it all the way up. Squeeze your legs together. Go ahead and roll yourself down onto your back for corkscrew. We're gonna take the legs straight up to the sky and press your palms firmly down onto the mat. I want you to think of this exercise as a chest opener as well as an ab strengthener. So right now, my legs are in Pilates stance. The thighs are rotated out to the side, the heels are glued together, and we're gonna take these legs in a circle. Let's go small to start. So just a teeny bit to the side. And you see I have like a nice little twist in my torso, which is good. That's what we want to go for, to work the obliques. And then take it all the way over to the left and back up to center. But my shoulders don't move. I'm pressing my palms and the backs of my shoulders firmly into the mat to get that strengthening effect and that stability effect in my upper body while my lower body is moving. Keep circling and alternating sides. And let's go to the left here, circling down and around and up. And then to the right, down and around and up. Let's go to the left, down and around and up. And then to the right, down and around and up. And if you're feeling comfortable, you can make these circles even bigger to increase the difficulty. If you're feeling like little circles are hard enough for you, keep them small, no big deal. And left. Let's do 1 more each side to the right. And then to the left. And bring them up, good. All right, knees into chest, rock and roll up to sit. 1 more twisting exercise here. We'll go back into that wide stance position with toes flexed, arms open to the side. Let's take a twist over. And I want you to reach for your opposite foot And now think of twisting more as you reach forward, twisting more, keeping both hips heavy and even on the mat. Come all the way up and untwist. Let's go to the other side. Big, deep twist. And then reach over. As you lift your abs, we want to keep that abdominal engagement. Now twist deeper as you reach. Twist deeper as you reach, lifting that back arm up, deeper, all the way up. Untwist. Let's go to the right again. Big twist. Diving over, deep dive. Deep twist. Abs in. Reach, reach, reach. Come all the way up. Untwist. Let's go one more over to that second side. Deep twist. Diving over. 3. Twisting deeper. 2. A little bit more. Really juice it out. Come all the way up. And untwist. Relax those arms down. All right. Next, I want you to flip onto your stomach. Lowering yourself down to the mat. We're going to take your left arm and just place it right underneath your forehead. And I want you to kick your right heel into your seat and reach back with this right hand and grab that ankle. Oh, it's a quad stretch. That's good. All right, so if you want to keep your forehead resting down, you totally can. I myself like to push into my forearm a little bit to lift my chest. And this helps me open my chest. I'm actually getting a really nice chest opening stretch here on this right side, which is also really good, you guessed it, for our running. Because when you start to lose that open chest in your run, when you start to slouch and go down and go down and go down, that's really going to affect your ability, your stamina in your run. You want to always stay tall, keeping your eyes lifted ahead of you as you go. And now in this stretch, you can move your hip from side to side, internally rotating, externally rotating, getting deeper into that stretch and into different parts of the quad. Just move mindfully here. And then if you want to flex your foot and lift your thighs slightly off. Ooh, my quads are tight today. My thigh doesn't want to lift. Squeeze your butt. Push that hip into the mat for a little bit deeper stretch. Aye. And then go ahead and lower yourself down. Ooh. And then send that leg long. Shake it out a little bit. We're going to do the other side. So now, right forearm down on the mat. Forehead rests down to start. Reach back. Kick that left heel into your seat. Grab onto the left ankle with your left arm. And then press up. If it feels good on your back, I feel like this feels delightful. Press up slightly on that right forearm to get a nice open chest stretch in that left side as you stretch the quad. And we'll do a little rocking from side to side in that hip, internally rotating from the very, very top of the thigh, right in that hip socket, not in the knee. Move mindfully, move carefully. Really working that stretch. Ooh, it feels good. Make sure you're squeezing your butt to push your hip bones down onto the mat as you work that stretch. And maybe a little lift from the thigh so that you're in this nice little half back bend. Really working that front opener, keeping that front body opening. And that back body working too. And then go ahead and lower it down. Now we're going to come into forearms on the mat, lifting the chest off. And I want you to still lift that belly button in and up, really scoop, stretch your legs out really long and squeeze them tight together. Now you're really pushing down into your fists and your forearms to drive your chest forward while pulling your shoulders down and back. So you should feel maybe a little bit of a burn in between those shoulder blades, working a nice gentle squeeze. And now we're going to activate our hamstrings here by taking the right heel, kicking it in once, kicking it in twice, and then sending it long. And your butt is squeezing, so those hip bones are pushing down as you kick the left leg, kick, and send it long. We're going to alternate. Let's go right, kick, kick, send it long. Go left, kick, kick, send it long. Go right, kick, kick, and send it long. Left, left, reach it out. Right, right, reach it out. Left, left, keep going here. Now you should feel that hamstring in the back activating along with your seat, getting a nice little burn or crampy feeling. If it cramps, that's okay. It just means that you're engaging the muscle, and maybe you're not used to engaging the muscle like this. So if you get a leg cramp, shake it out, keep going. And kick, kick, reach it long. Let's go, kick, kick, one more each way. Right, right, stretch away. Now don't forget that chest. Keep it lifted and open. Then go ahead and lower. From here, let's round the spine, taking a itty bitty counter stretch. Just rounding here, taking that nice child's pose, sitting back onto the heels. Whew. All right, from there, still working on those hamstrings, I'm gonna have you lie down on your back and then place your feet together, feet stepping on the mat, knees squeezing tight. So now go ahead and press your arms into the mat. Just like we did for corkscrew, I want you to work on this being a nice chest opener by pressing those palms down, pressing your triceps down, slight squeeze of the shoulder blades to open your collarbones as wide as you can and feel that tension in your upper back. Pull your low belly in here, keep the ribs down, press to your feet. Let's come into shoulder bridge. Here we go. Ooh, there we go, hamstrings. Yep, we feel them. Now, if you don't feel those hamstrings working, that's the back of your thigh. I want you to dig into your heels and think of pulling your body forward or sending your kneecaps forward to get more activation in your hamstrings. And you want to keep that feeling of digging the heels down, pulling them towards your seat and pulling your body that direction towards your knees. Hold it. Keep holding. Keep holding. We need hamstring strength to propel us forward when we run, so this is good. It's good for the body. Then go ahead and roll yourself all the way down. Let's go again. Low belly in as you lift. Keep working that scoop. Now let's add some fire. Keep opening your chest. Lots of details. Reach your right leg out and squeeze your inner thighs. Left leg is working. So your knees are still kissing here. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Replace your foot. Keep your hips up. Press down a little bit more with your arms. Pull your low belly in more. And then send your left leg long. Good. Squeeze that butt. Work that hamstring. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 feet on the mat here. Stay lifted. And then go ahead and melt it all the way down. Yeah. Good. Hug your knees into the chest. And then press your feet back down on the mat. We're going to do that one more time. Squeeze the inner thighs. Press the arms down. And lift off. Hold. Now we take that right leg, send it long. Push down to that left leg. Keep sending that body forward. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Replace the foot. And we go again. Press down. Left leg reaches. Knees kiss together. Hold. 5, 4, yes, 3, 2, 1. 2 feet down on the mat. Melt your back into the mat here. Good. Knees into chest. Rock and roll up to sit. All right, now our chest is open. We've stretched our quads, engaged our hamstrings, and worked our twisting in our obliques. Next, let's just give ourselves a nice little stretch. So I want you to reach your legs out long in front of you. Pull your right knee into the chest, giving it a hug. And we're gonna stretch the leg long, tall through spine, and bend it in. Keep the core activated. Stretch it long and bend it in. Now, even if you can't get your leg to straight, reach it out as far as it can go, working that stretch in the hamstring. Let's go 2 more. Reach out, bend in, 1 more. You might feel your quad shake. That's good. It means you're doing it right. Now stretch your leg as long as you can and hold there. Relax your shoulders. And now I want you to flex your toes back. Ooh, those calves. And then point your toes. So we're just working that ankle mobility, that ankle stability as you flex and point. And then let's roll it in a circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex the toes back. Walk up to your ankle with your hands. Drop those shoulders down your back. And then round over, nose to the knees. And if it's available, bend your elbows to pull that leg in towards you. Soften your knee if you need to. Keep it soft. It'll feel that stretch more up the thigh rather than behind the knee if you have a soft knee. So recommended. Hold that stretch here, 5. Rounding through that spine, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we'll lift tall through the spine. Tall through spine, keeping that stretch. Try to deepen the stretch. You might feel that thigh shake. It's good. Work the shake. 3, 2, 1. Bend your knee in. Shake it out as you send it down. And now we'll adjust and then pull that left knee into the chest. Same thing, tall through spine, extend, and bend 5 times. For 4, lifting tall, relaxing those shoulders, keeping that chest open. We worked on keeping that chest open. Stretch your leg long, hold it there. Now, flex, point, working that foot, working that ankle. That flex is tight on me. I feel it. Ooh, the calves. 2 more times. And point it out. Relax that foot. Let's circle it. 5, 4, work that ankle mobility. Biggest circles of your life. 1, and then reverse. 5, 4, 3. Try to get taller. 2, 1. Here comes the big stretch. Walk up to your ankles. Relax your shoulders. Drop your nose down toward your knee. You're really stretching here. Bending those elbows to the side to pull that knee in towards you. Holding. 5, 4. Make sure you're still breathing. 3, 2, 1. And now lift and lengthen. We're getting taller. We're finding the shake in the thigh. Pulling the shoulders down onto your back. Reaching even taller through that low back. Try to fight the urge to slump. Get taller. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then send it down. Shake it out. And there you have it, Pilates for runners. I hope you're able to take these exercises and run with them. Do them before your run, do them after your run. Repetition is key to seeing and feeling a difference in your body and in your running. As a runner, if this is your first time dipping your toe into a Pilates workout, I highly encourage you to go back through some of my videos and do some Pilates for other things because they will also help you with your running. Thank you so much for watching and working out with me today. If you like this video, if you had fun, if you learned something, and if you got a good workout, make sure you hit like, hit subscribe, and I will see you on the mat next time.